Shalom Rastafari, Assalamu Alaikum, peace to the kings and the queens of the earth. Again, how's everybody doing this Wednesday, middle of the week? And I hope everyone's just doing well, keeping the faith as far as what you're going through, and staying away from the parasites, just staying away from all the negativity. Today I want to talk about Kwanzaa. We are in the second day of Kwanzaa, and I've decided to just pretty much, share the education, share the holiday, and hopefully people listening can learn something. Today is pretty simple. Today is Wednesday, 27th. It's the second day of Kwanzaa. And today's word, or today's principle, actually, is Kujichagulia. Kujichagulia, which means self-determination in Swahili. Again, this is from the Swahili language, one of the most known language in Africa, and something that we should also aspire to try to learn. And again, Kujichagulia means self-determination, self-identity, knowing ourselves, knowing where we came from, knowing who we were before we were taken away, or before we were, attacked, so to speak, and knowing, what our royalty really was before. And that self-determination is to identify who you are, continue to rise and literally, break down those walls, because history has literally been deleted in some aspects. So we have to search for it, for our own identity. We have to have that self-determination to know who we are as people and continue to improve, evolve, and rise as a nation across the whole Africa diaspora to really liberate our own people. Self-determination, really it is self-determination. Even me getting up and getting to the gym every day, that's for me, and that's for my healing. And that's something that is very important to me. And I invest, and I take time, invest in the health and, that self-determination to get up and then be able to do content and drop content afterward and be able to read books. It's a focus that I have to have. I could easily be sitting here doing, some stupid stuff, or looking at skits all day, or looking at stuff that's, triggering and, on any level, or stimulation, or whatever the hell. But that self-determination to be consistent, and to be consistent no matter what or who is talking about you, or is just in your way, who is doing specific things to either troll you, or when someone's wrong and they know they're wrong, but they don't want you to really call them out because they're just whatever. I'm starting to figure out a lot on this app, especially. And that self-determination is also, and this is why it's important, because when you're determined by yourself, you don't need validation from anybody. When other people do, you can smell the bullshit from a mile away. You could smell it. You could see what they're doing. You might even know that they're on bullshit, but you're so self-determined that you just won't even address it anymore because of who they are, right? Like, they're not somebody who you're going to really be seeing in your life. They're not somebody who, hell, they met some of these people on this app I've never met in my life, and I've given way too much information and help only for them to just be like, yeah, okay, whatever, bye, thanks, I'm out of here. Now, mind you, you have my, this, and I barely have any of your information. Like, you know what I mean? So that was more of like a self-determination to know, like, okay, this is going to happen more than one time. I'm not going to take it personal. I used to be able to rant a lot, right? Like, go to platforms and call people out. But that's not doing much for my self-determination as far as me being determined, me knowing my identity, me knowing who I am, me getting to that. You know what I mean? That's forever evolving. So I'd rather put that time into that aspect than to try to call somebody out or address an issue just so they know that I know, or something like that. If that makes any sense. I think your self-determination has to be on your repair, your internal, way of saying, I'm not going to stick around and feel this way. I'm not going to do this, and I don't care what anyone says. I had to do what's best for me. And so, knowing yourself 100%, starting there and knowing yourself, knowing where you are, and where you're trying to go, but also why are you here? You know what I mean? Who are you? Why are you here? And what is your identity? Well, what do you mean? Why am I here? Like, yeah, you have to figure that out. Why are you here? What is your goal? Sometimes your goal is just to be that carrier because you have other people who need you, right? That helper. Sometimes your goal is just to be an example to others. You never know who's watching. So stay on code. Self-determination, always. All right. Again, Kujichagulia. Kujichagulia. This one's a tough one. Kujichagulia. There it is. I didn't really say it right. I'm trying to read it off, but I want to make sure I'm accurate with this. Kujichagulia. Yeah, there you go. Said it without even looking at it. So again, second day of Kwanzaa, Kujichagulia. This is about self-determination. And happy Kwanzaa again to everyone. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for listening. Much love to you.